I turned that off. Hey guys, it's Helios here. So I'm re-recording this. I like this whole video. I reacted to a channel, a shorts channel here on YouTube. It was really great. I felt like the recording went super well. Only to find that my mic was not capturing the audio. So yeah, here I am. I'm going to redo it. I think now I can at least talk about things a bit without getting emotional, because there is a lot of hard things to talk about this and a lot of touchy subjects. A little bit of a disclaimer. Yeah, we will be talking about a man who's made very harmful opinions on YouTube Shorts, and we're going to dissect them and talk about them. So yeah, let's talk about this. So this is a YouTube channel by the name of Nameless-walaby, which honestly, not a bad name for branding on content creation. It's very unique. But other than that, I can't really give this guy more praise. And you'll see why as we go on in the video. All right, we're just going to go through the motions, because let me tell you, this gets pretty heavy. So this guy is interesting. Originally, I thought he was a family shorts guy. But as I was doing the reaction, the one I was going to turn into a video, until I realized my mic was not catching anything. This guy is homeless. He's living in a homeless shelter, and he has a family, a daughter and a dog. From what I've seen, I have not seen like a wife or anything else. Now, the homeless stuff will not play a lot in this. We're not going to talk about him being homeless. What we're going to focus on is this guy's shorts, because he has made some of the more controversial hot takes I have seen, and I think they're worth discussing and bringing attention to. I will say, just out of niceness, that I don't think you should go and harass this guy after. He's a guy just like you and me. And also, if you just go and attack him, you're just gonna give him more attention, and he's gonna keep making more videos like this. So yeah, let's talk about this. So how I discovered this channel is I was watching Smosh's Try Not to Laugh, and I was in the search results area for it, and I found this short. It was labeled "Leave Gus Alone." Now this, of course, is referring to Gus Johnson, and I think the reason it was in the short section of the Smosh's Try Not to Laugh search results was because Gus Johnson had done collaborations with Smosh in the past. Now, for those who don't know, Gus Johnson is a comedy sketch YouTuber. I believe he got his start in Vine, though I could be wrong. And back a year ago, almost, he was outed by his ex-girlfriend for being emotionally, verbally abusive during a pregnancy scare the two had. And I don't want to go into more detail. There are way better videos that get into that situation than I could bring to you. And I think I'll link some in the description just so you get a better idea. Although that's not the focus. We're going to talk about this guy from how I discovered him and what I discovered during the reaction that I'm going to now redo and talk about, because I think there's some things we need to talk about. So this first video is called "Leave Gus Johnson Alone."
Hey guys, guess what? If you didn't ever go out with Gus Johnson, he probably doesn't owe you an apology. Leave the man alone.
So, fairly substantial shit. Very hot take, because essentially he's saying that if someone did something bad to someone else, it did not hurt you personally, so you have no reason to either not want to support them. Obviously, this video is not very light. In the comments, you can find some very strong arguments against it. Specifically, one he's pinned. If the Nazis never killed you, then they don't owe you an apology. Leave Hitler alone. That's true. He doesn't owe us an apology, but hitting that unsubscribe button is totally fine too. Very valid. You do not have to support someone if you find the things they've done in the past to be very malicious. Now, this is the first, video I saw of the guy. I didn't think much of it. I thought we were going to have a fun time watching this guy's channel, enjoy whatever he was going to bring to the table. But no, as I went through, it was abundantly clear that he was going to have much worse takes from here on out. This is what I'm going to call the Nameless-walaby rabbit hole, because it gets worse from here. So that was the first one that really caught my attention. Next one is an interesting one, because it's 2-in-1. He's made 2 videos on this already, and they're both pretty horrible. So the first one is called "Sydney Watson is Sus."
Ever notice how YouTubers like Sydney Watson and Shoe on Head, who go off on in their videos about maps and pedos, but yet they're mid-30s women that don't have any kids themselves, and yet their entire communities for their YouTube channel are all children. Anybody else think that's a little weird? Like, how are you that worried about pedophiles when you don't have your own kids, yet your entire audience is kids?
So that's the first one. And then the second one is also about Shoe on Head.
Shoe on Head is starting to sound like a creator that protests a little too much. She's done like 3 or 4 videos on child grooming and how child grooming isn't okay, and keeps going on about how child grooming isn't okay even when she's not talking in a video about child grooming. Like, yeah, lady, everybody knows that child grooming isn't okay except for like the few pedophiles that you continually focus on over and over again. But let's not forget the fact that she's friends with people like Vosh, who say things like there's no problem with an adult being in a romantic relationship with a minor. So, really, let's think about it. Like, what are the chances that a 31-year-old woman that is eternally online, lives in her parents' house, continually makes videos about child grooming, and hangs out with a bunch of teenagers in her Discord, isn't actually a closeted groomer?
And essentially is just repeating the same thing, but just about Shoe on Head this time. And it's an interesting thing. I think he's saying, oh, well, if your age demographic and your audience is this age, then you're obviously a pedophile, which no. A horribly flawed argument. If someone was a pedophile, I would like to know either to stop him from continuing to do bad things or to not have my children around the pedophile or be associated with the pedophile. That's fair. So no, Shoe on Head, Sydney Watson talking about pedophiles and stuff, I think brings more attention to bad people and is a good thing. And I think it's not a good take. It's a very bad take. Now there were a bunch of like little shorts that I was sort of talking about reconvening because I thought they were interesting. I don't want to run through them, but he does have a lot of weird little opinions about very minor things. But what this video, the crux of this video is going to be about is a short called Have Boobs Need Formula.
2022 might actually be it. We have women with breasts freaking out about not having formula to feed their kids. Like, bitch, what the fuck are your tits for? Because I'll tell you what, they're not for posting on the internet. They're for feeding those little motherfuckers.
When I first did the video, which I think I'll just put a little video of me having my reaction, because it was horrible. In the video, he sort of goes off on women during the baby formula crisis that we had, where there was a gigantic shortage, and had just the worst take on the entire thing. This was the one that sort of had me speechless. The video itself just left me in awe that someone could have such a horrible and idiotic take about something that they couldn't even fathom to understand. Because, again, Nameless Wallaby, you are a man, not a woman. It was very jaw-dropping that he would drop this. And so I checked the comments. There's one comment from someone, because women actually work, and some don't end up lactating while pregnant. Please read a book. Fair points. Very fair points. These are 2 very valid points, you know? And it gets worse. I'm really trying to stall for time because I read this before, and I'm going to show my reaction because I still have the video from the last one. I have experience with what we're going to talk about. Not being a woman, but you'll see. All right. Meanwhile, women pretend to be men and chase men out of nuclear families and wonder why everyone has mental problems when we have multiple generations raised by single mothers that depend on the government for formula when they could have just fucked a guy with a job and stayed home and done it right. That is now my second time reading that comment, and I feel as angry as I did the first time. Comes from me coming from a single parent household growing up. Yeah, no, it sucks. My mom is a good woman. I don't think anything she's done is bad. I think she's done a great job raising me without my father, and I think this guy is a fucking asshole. So the idea is that women should stay in nuclear families, have babies with men that have good jobs and done it right. And that's just unrealistic. It's hurtful. It's offensive. As someone who's experienced a single parent home life, you know, sometimes that just doesn't work out, you know? And it kind of sucks that there's people out there that actually have these head-ass takes that baby formula is so useless that every woman can produce lactation, you know? They can produce breast milk, when that's not the case. Some women don't. Some women have problems with their breast milk that they can't solve, so they have to do baby formula. Or as I brought up in the other one, sometimes mothers don't survive childbirth, and so it's left to a father having to go to substitutes to actually raise a child, you know? And this guy is so clouded in his own judgment that he thinks that every woman works the same way, and that's how we should be seeing the world. It is misogynistic, it is selfish, and it is a horrible thing to think. This video came out, let me see, May 15th of 2022. So this is not long ago that he made this video. And it really is just the worst thing I've probably seen on this entire thing. Not only for the contents of the short itself, but the responses he gave to people actually giving really good rebuttals. Further just insinuates that this guy is very stuck in his own head, a very misogynistic point of view. And I kind of want to bring light to that, you know? That's where I'm going to end this video. It was a bit longer in the other one because, again, I was just reacting to things as time went on because I felt like that was going to give me the most genuine conversations. And I feel like now I've sort of lessened that, all because of a recording error on my behalf. But either way, this was still a video I wanted to make, even after the fact I saw that last one, which completely destroyed me. I don't know. I don't know if I'll continue doing videos like this. I sort of just wanted to bring light about this one person. If I run into something like this again, or if I just find something I want to talk about, yeah, maybe I'll do more commentary videos like this in the future. But no, yeah. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. You can check out my TikTok. I don't post on it as much as I used to, but it's there, and I have some very cool shorts. You want to check those out. But also, go check out my friend CROKWIT'S on YouTube and Twitch. Links will all be in the description below. Other than that, I'm It's Helios. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.